Hey Capricorn, how are you doing? This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Capricorns? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Five of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Star. Major Arcana for Aquarius. What you are focused on is the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your blockage is the Strength card. Major Arcana for Leo. And your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Typical court card for Capricorn is the Queen of Pentacles. So there you are standing in your power. Your present time is the Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords, yes, could be betrayal, belittling. This is also about poor communication. And in your focus, you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords could be, yes, a watcher, a stalker. This can also be my obnoxious brat in the tarot. It's somebody who could be triggered and bothered by what you are doing or where you are going here, Capricorn. This is always about cutting your losses, losing the battle, and at the end of the day, you will win the war. But I'm getting a situation where the vulnerability, something about the vulnerability is the bridge to connection. There's something about being hopeful for the future. So there is something about staying focused on the outcome that you want. And this is about some kind of commitment, connection, taking good care of your finances, your home. You know, there also could be a situation where you do have an obnoxious child. Now, this child could be bratty behavior. Five of Swords is always somebody who's trying to bait or hook you back into a dynamic. But there is something about their pride and ego. So somebody might have a puffed up ego here, says things without thinking. So pick Five of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana for the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Aquarian energy could be a rebellious type of an energy, or it could also be friend. Getting a little bit of rivalry or frenemy. But Star is also about facing your true north. Hope, faith, renewal, and optimism. Staying optimistic. Cutting your losses. Lose the battle, and at the end of the day, you will win the war. What is this Star? And the Ten of Cups. Beautiful energy. Financial recovery, returning to good health and healing, luck going in your favor. I'm also getting a situation where there could be somebody who is jealous and envy or keeping tabs on you. This is always my parrot. So this is somebody who talks a big story, but their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. It is also somebody who just talks. This person talks in circles. And this can also be somebody who talks in circles. What goes around comes back around to you. So this person's going to be talking in circles again. So what is this Page of Swords? Now, Page of Swords can also be inquiring and being inquisitive, digging up the dirt. But there's something about healing, feeling in good company, feeling hopeful. It's a very beautiful energy that you're in. And the Eight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Yeah, and curiosity. Eight of Pentacles is about paying attention to the detail, putting in the quality. I'm also getting a situation where there could be possibly an air sign, could be a friend or somebody you work with. This person is nosy. This is like nosy. Somebody wants to know what you're doing, what you're up to. Eight of Pentacles could also be working or sharpening your skills on communication, or you have a really good idea for work or whatever it is that you're working on. Now, if there is something that triggers you, like let's just say that you haven't seen a person in a long time because the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's like something coming back around. You know, this person was at Win at All Costs. Win at All Costs is a hollow victory. It could be also a shallow person. It means I don't really consider your feelings here, Capricorn. I just want to be in control of the situation, in the relationship, in the dynamic. And I don't care if I want to be happy but I want to be right. So somebody here wants to be right. And you want to be happy because you got the Ten of Cups there and the Star. Somebody's triggered and bothered by what you're working on. Could be a Leo, possibly a friend at work. I'm also getting something about don't get into the gossip at work. Somebody's gossiping about your work. People are going to talk whether you're doing bad or good, so you might as well just be doing good for yourself, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is very well-being, health, money, finances, boundaries. What is the Strength card in the blockage? Now, Strength card can be, yes, this is an internal strength, but I'm also getting something about a person has lost confidence, lost power. This is also pride and ego. Somebody might have a puffed up ego. Something about their heart chakra. Something healing. And the Two of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the Two of Wands is always releasing and letting go of one wand, and keys open new doors. But in the blockage, this could also be somebody's pride and ego holding on to an old plan. So it means you have a different plan than this person, because this is usually like releasing and letting go. Somebody here is not letting something go. Somebody's holding a grudge, or there's something about a loss of passion, a loss of confidence, a loss of strength, loss. And then here, this is like you being quite confident, focused on the future focus. What is this Queen of Pentacles? Commitment, solid, stable. It means graciousness, beauty, and looking quite fly. And the Two of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Two of Swords is stuck between a rock and a hard place of like, do I engage in this circumstance or situation? It's telling you to avoid any kind of cement commitments at this time because you need more information. But I'm also getting somebody who wants you to either commit to something. What is this Five of Swords? Because the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune is somebody here had bad juju, bad luck. And they could get a little bit triggered. Something about a vehicle as well. And the Hierophant. Major Arcana 4. Taurus. Could have been dealing with a Taurus or an Aquarius. No, like I was saying about becoming rebellious. Now, the Hierophant is about teacher-student learning. This can also be learnt lessons. Or here, it's like practice what you preach. The Hierophant can also be something about federal government, groups, clubs, organizations. Somebody here also is trying to bait or hook you back into some kind of commitment connection. And there's something about avoid commitment connection and be happy. Pulling you into some kind of work dynamic. Or what is this Star card and the Ten of Cups? Wow, that's a lot of happiness and vulnerability, fulfillment, returning to good health and healing, being in good company. And the Three of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Three of Swords is separation and heartbreak. I'm also getting a situation where there could be possibly an air sign. Let's get a card for this air sign, because this is always somebody who's pissed off, triggered, 90s are in a knot. This person says things, hurt people, something about what you're working on. Jealous and envy. They have a different plan than you, or you have a totally different plan, but you're keeping, not making cement commitments right now. Somebody here wants you to like give them an answer now. This person could also be verbally manipulative. They whip up tears as well. And the Hangman. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Okay, so the Hangman is about a pause and a reflection. It means a new way of thinking and a new way of understanding a circumstance or a situation. But, you know, Page of Swords is cutting yourself out, or some kind of light bulb moment. Something awakening of at work. Awaken at work. Somebody who is trying to distract you from what you're working on. It's just a distraction. Somebody also, because my Page of Swords could be somebody who needs to say something, get something off their chest. It might be hard for another individual to hear, but it's necessary. Now, what is this Strike card and the Two of Wands? Because usually this is like plans in motion, plans in progress. There's some kind of like unexpected change in plan, and somebody's not having it. And it could also be like a sibling as well, or like a friend at work. And the Queen of Wands. Holy smokes. When the Queen of Wands is in the blockage, it is my... well, let's talk about the Queen of Wands in the upright. Queen of Wands is about sensuality, sexuality, your solar plexus. It is also about in pursuit of persuasion, very alluring. Somebody here is thirsty for your validation and or approval. So again, Queen of Wands usually doesn't give a flying flip to the flip when anyone thinks that he or she, somebody really cares. So somebody really cares and wants your validation and or approval. Now, Queen of Wands also is about deceit and jealousy. Yep. Could be a Leo and Aries. This person also has a really short fuse, gets pissed off and angry really quick and fast. Something also about their physical, they lost power, or their physical appearance. Something about their physical appearance. They were so worried about their getting in the gym or something here. There's some kind of deep-rooted insecurity about this person. They're not as powerful or strong as they come across. Pride and ego. So here, you're avoiding on making any kind of commitment or connection, or there's always like not having all the information. Somebody wants to know what you're up to and what you're doing, while you're just protecting your energy and doing your own thing here. Something. I'm also getting a stubborn energy. So again, the Strength card could be somebody stubborn. The Hangman is stubborn. The Hierophant could be a stubborn energy. And again, then you're being stubborn too, where you're avoiding on making any kind of commitment connection. And the Emperor, Major Arcana 4, Aries. Also read that as Scorpio. Now, the Emperor is all four kings in one. This can also be something about father, or taking back your own power. Rebuilding something about your confidence, your money, your health. There's something here about avoid some kind of commitment or connection, or keeping quiet, like stuck between a rock and a hard place of do I commit, or something about your personal vision. And again, somebody around you could be taking something really seriously or personally. The Emperor also is about law and order, foundation, stability. You're avoiding any kind of commitments unless they're like kind of rock solid. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, the light at the end of the tunnel. Who's this? Just something about jealousy or envy, or something about control, or somebody's lost physical something. And the Moon. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Also read that as Cancer. Now, the Moon is about secrecy and mystery. It is also about deceptive behavior, deceit. Somebody's looks are deceiving. It means that this person might look all put together or something here, but they're really, they have no confidence. They have low self-esteem. They want your validation and or approval. You have a lot of power in this element. So, yeah, it could be Taurus and Aquarius. But I'm getting something about brick. What is this hidden? This can also be somebody's mental health, ill health, depression. Yeah, something about somebody's self-sabotaging behavior. It feels self-sabotaging. And the Knight of Swords. Well, the Knight of Swords is somebody who says things without thinking. Knight of Swords can also be a person who gets bored easy. Plus the Queen of Wands sometimes gets bored. So there's something about bored of somebody's excuses or something here. Knight of Swords can also be a person who is allowing their life to ramble aimlessly. Like they don't really have a direction. Yeah, Gemini, Taurus. Could definitely be dealing with a Taurus. Effing apologize. Seriously, just do. These cards are cheeky. You are talented and effing amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it on dumb shish. Yes. So that's about like thinking, pausing before you say anything, especially at work. You, tight arse. Loosen the F up. Control freaks don't get laid. Avoiding. This says stop effing whining. No one wants to listen to that shish. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world, so do so. But this can also be you talking to someone else, being like, stop complaining, stop bitching. Stop bitching and belly aching and complaining. Because you're in your outcome here, which is boundaries, and that Emperor is about firm and fair decisions. I'm also getting something about this division. Something about your vision versus their vision. It's like their perspective versus your perspective. I don't try to fit in. I was born to stand out. I'm my own hype squad. And this is about that rebellious energy. Your rebellious nature. Capricorns do also like things, you know, solid, getting things done, doing things, you know, day in and day out. Very helpful, very steadfast, and resourceful. You having all the necessary resources. If love turns lonely, I let it go. I am the real deal, baby. No filter needed. The real deal. Yeah, you're avoiding any kind of commitment until it's solid. And you're getting your Emperor. Or like there's something about like, I'll commit when I feel like it's ready to commit. Like I'm not going to be forced into something here. Or forced into working with this whatever situation. I am effing amazing and I rock that shish. I'm not second choice. I am the prize. Yeah. And that's about taking back your own power. And avoiding anything that's less than. Or somebody here was really thirsty for your validation and or approval. Somebody has a different plan than you, a different vision. Inhale, exhale, and I let that shish go. My energy speaks louder than words. Yes. So I don't even think you have to say anything. It's just your presence, the way you carry yourself, your aura. And somebody is triggered right away at work. But there's something about, or also there's a situation. Now, if somebody can trigger you, let's just say that somebody's bothering you at work and this person can ruffle your feathers or trigger you, that person still owns you. So there's a level of like coming into neutral. Beetle, good fortune. Club, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yes, Don't take the bait, because this is somebody who's trying to bait or hook you into some kind of commitment, connection. This is a karmic to you. And they are in win at all costs. It means they don't really consider another person's feelings. They just want to be right and in control of the dynamic. I don't care if you're happy or not, right? So that's kind of ick, right? Bull, do not back down from opposition, so strength and fortitude. Now, bull can also be, again, Taurus. Like, do not back down from a Taurus. Owl, good advice from a wise person. That's Aquarius. Somebody who's knowledgeable, and wise. This person, I think this person is like close to your family. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yeah, by holding out for like a rock solid, better offer, or taking back your own personal power. Dogs, getting together with friends. These I'm getting something about these might be your loyal dogs, or they have dogs, people have dogs. Boot, increase your effort if you want to achieve your goal. And broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And the reason why is someone will try to make you do something against your will. And then you have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. And shield, you need to defend yourself against this, you know, rooster. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. I don't feel like that is. It's just because you have the necessary resources to do whatever you want here, Capricorn. I'm getting something about your boundaries, strengthening your boundaries and be more confident of when like I'm doing this and I'm doing that and this is what I'm doing. And avoiding any kind of commitments that are less than, or people trying to drag you into like fights or bickering or bitching, blah, 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 blah. You're not interested into it right now. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Capricorn, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.